I hope it's autofocusing properly.
Me too.
It is. It's autofocusing on your face, which is the most important thing here, let's be honest. Off to a good start! We're just gonna get to know each other a little better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
It's about time.
I'm Craig.
Hi, I'm China. We've been together for almost 9 years.
Oh, good to know. I found a website, conversation starter questions about relationships, compiled what I thought were the most best.
The most bestest ones?
What do you think is the most essential thing in a successful relationship?
Communication, trust.
Honesty, being good at sports.
Well, I mean, that is like number one for me, which is why we're together, because of how
sporty I am. Being real sexy.
Maybe that's important to some people's relationships.
Being this sentient being near another sentient being.
That's important.
Yeah, communication and trust.
Well, not just communication, because relationships can have communication and not be positive.
Honest communication.
There you go.
We figured it out.
That took 45 minutes.
What is something I did that you thought was exceptionally kind or thoughtful?
Recently? Ever?
Yes.
Well,
Sometimes I'm kind and thoughtful.
at least once.
Yeah.
I just gotta think for a second.
Escape room birthday.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the one. Just the two of us go to an escape room, go get some dinner. Nice, low-key.
Not Loki.
Loki.
He's a trickster.
Oh my. Opened the door and we went inside. Our friends were there. People that we don't get to see very often. I sobbed like a baby. What was the thing that I did recently?
I can't think of one. Let's move on. You redid my office.
As a surprise.
What? I went away to New York for a week. Redid my entire office.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
And the bathroom. New toilet, new vanity in the office. There's a whole new storage thing and a desk. Painted the shelf black, which is bitchin'. And you painted all the walls white rather than the bleh. That's a Crayola. They made up that name, color. Bleh. What is something small that we can do daily for each other to make our lives better?
If you could just do all of the work and all of the like not fun parenting parts.
Either at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, just tell each other all the good things we're doing.
Aw, I like it.
Because we don't acknowledge it very much.
My brain was going to practical things, not like talking to each other. Ugh. Just kidding.
What new hobbies or activities would you like to try together as a couple?
Rock climbing. I want you to come rock climbing with me so that I get to try rock climbing.
Wouldn't be my first choice, but I'll do it. You want to climb El Capitan?
No.
What the guy in Free Solo did?
Yeah, no. We have another one. Swing dancing.
You can't take mine. Video games.
No.
What questions should partners ask each other before getting married?
Do you want kids?
Well, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
What's your political affiliation?
You got to find out if that matters to someone.
Who's changing their name? Because that can lead to some hurt fifis.
Fifis? It's the first time I've ever heard you say that. I should have asked if you say fifis before we got married.
Yeah, it's a really important one.
You have any cute words for feelings? I think you should live together first. You might think you're an easygoing person, or you think your friend is that way. And then when you live together, such little things become the bane of your existence.
And people can change because you have gotten to be a much cleaner, tidier person. I used to put all my crap all over the bed, and that drove you crazy.
Yeah.
And now I don't do that anymore.
Well,
Almost never.
yesterday Ada was on the bed. I recall her being like, "Oh, shirt's on the bed."
Okay, I do, but not to the same extent.
That's true.
I once found a taco in my bed.
So you have yet to put a taco in our bed.
Yeah.
You passed the taco threshold.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Where do you want to live when we retire?
Someplace where we can see our kid regularly.
I used to think, like, where's the nicest weather? Southern California, Hawaii. I don't want to move away from people anymore.
Just travel a bunch, but
Yeah.
have our home base.
So it doesn't really matter where we live. What's your favorite way to spend time together?
Playing board games. I love going to restaurants with you. It is so much fun.
That's my favorite thing to do with you. Second place might be escape room.
I want to do an escape room every day for the rest of my life.
You know what else I want to do? I want to go to the next question.
Yeah.
In what areas do you think our personalities complement each other? All of them. You're a planner, and I'm very much, let's do whatever. Your planning helps me a lot. I think my willingness to bend and figure it out if something goes wrong helps you a lot.
I think it does. If you were also a person who was flustered by that, it would rapidly devolve.
Yeah.
As it is, it only kind of devolves.
What would be a deal breaker for our relationship? Something you couldn't forgive?
Probably infidelity.
Same here. Moving on.
If you wanted one more child, it wouldn't be a deal breaker.
This is the first time I've learned this right now.
I don't, but if you felt really strongly about having 3 or 4, that would probably be a deal breaker for me. Like having I think my blood pressure just jumped up like 20 points just from considering it.
Wow. Infidelity for me, or you became a serial killer. What's our greatest strength as a couple? I think it's what we said makes a good relationship, is that we communicate honestly. If ever I feel like something's bothering me, I will just tell you.
Yeah.
I won't let it sit.
You are so good at that. There's never anything big that's a problem.
No, because we're communicating all the time and we're aware of problems that arise. How realistic do you think couples in movies and TV are? I saw this question and my immediate thought was, well, it really depends on the movie or the show.
What's a couple that's depicted accurately?
I know you're going to agree because you love this trilogy of movies. The Before trilogy, Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, Before Midnight. Especially Before Midnight, the third one.
I remember looking away from the screen because I was like, I really shouldn't be intruding on these people's lives right now. They're having a really serious time.
How important is it for individuals in a relationship to maintain their own separate identity?
I think what's important is that I am comfortable being alone.
Is it important that you have your own interests? Of course it is. It's a dumb question. Let's move on. Before we move on, China.
Oh, yeah.
What are you drinking there?
A red blend.
Are you drinking wine?
It's red wine.
Well, we have it because I took a quiz from Bright Cellars online.
You didn't let me take the quiz.
You were busy.
Well, you must have done a good job because this is a great wine.
Bright Cellars is sponsoring this video. They deliver wine monthly. You know this. They sent 6 bottles. Answered a bunch of questions like, what kind of chocolate do I like? What kind of juice do I like?
In wines, a lot of those tasting notes are flavors that you find in other foods.
Choose a wine.
Often just choose based on what has the coolest label, but all of these are literally amazing labels. Stop. All right. I'm really excited about this.
We have to change camera angles.
Is it on autofocus?
Yes.
Which one's zoom?
Well, just try them. We're drinking one now and it's delicious. I assume the other ones are good. We're going to drink them all tonight.
Oh.
Click the link below for 50% off the 6-bottle deal. That's $45 off. That's half off. That's what 50% is. Math. Thank you, Bright Cellars, for sponsoring a reason for me to be able to talk to my wife.
This is really the thing that brings us together.
Is Bright Cellars?
Yeah.
You wouldn't talk to me otherwise? Check out Bright Cellars. Otherwise, China won't talk to me. What musical instrument do you wish you could play?
I can play the guitar a little bit, but I wish I could play it a lot of it. And it can be a drum too.
Tibbida-dibbida-tibbida-dabbida. Right, and you can stand up and dance around while you play it, wear a wig and long hair and look real cool.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, is wear a wig and long hair and look real cool while I play the guitar.
I feel like I just said that to set up some really funny B-roll.
Uh-oh.
And our baby has woken up from her nap. So we are going to finish this night style. Can you say night style?
Night style.
You said it better than I did. It's okay, we compliment each other.
This is a different room, and it is later.
What age would you like to live to?
I feel like I would want to live forever so that I don't have to die. But maybe you get to a place in your 80s and 90s where you're like, I've lived a good life. And I'm tired.
I'm thinking 250. I feel like I'd get bored with life around 120.
And then just like push through.
I'll power through just to make sure for another 130 years.
Okay.
I devote my life to being a hero. My superpower will be that I live to be 250. 250 man, they'll call me. See, I'm assuming by the time we're 80 or 90, technology, our health is going to be perfect.
I think it might be too late for us.
Oh, no. What would you want your obituary to say?
I want my obituary to say how I died, because
That's actually good. That's real good.
when I'm reading obituaries for people that I don't know, that's the information that I want.
That's all you really want to know. Craig Benzine, he fell.
He fell off of something or onto something.
He's Craig Benzine. He fell off of something and onto something else. If you could travel to any country in the world for 1 month, where would you go? Japan. I've been there already. Also, I love it.
You
It's
were
awesome.
enamored with Japan. Maybe Italy. Or like one of those like Mediterranean.
Greece.
Yeah.
A lot of olives there, though. You don't like olives.
No, I don't like olives. Let's go to Italy.
Okay, there's a lot of olives there, too.
Let's go to Italy. Burn all the olives.
What were the healthiest and unhealthiest periods of your life?
The healthiest, probably like right now-ish. Until we had our kid, there was a lot of like restaurant-y indulgence. Unhealthiest, before I met you.
I made you healthier?
Yeah, because I
wasn't being healthy.
I stopped drinking soda and I started like cooking at home. I think I wanted to impress you. To woo this catch. Gotta reel him in with my vegetables.
Well, I'm glad I made you healthier. Quit my job, did WheezyWaiter full time. That was the most unhealthy time of my life up until I ran the marathon.
You weren't like commuting, you weren't waiting tables anymore.
Ordering delivery because I didn't have time. Now, right now is when I'm the most healthy.
Yeah.
Because we're eating at home all the time. These recent videos about
Yeah.
being healthy. What book or movie do you wish you could experience for the first time again?
Harry Potter. And if that's not possible, then I want to do it with the Outlander series.
Probably Jurassic Park. It's not necessarily my favorite movie ever. Super thrilling roller coaster ride. I went and saw it again. I never see things twice in the theater. What do you think your best and worst personality traits are?
This feels like an attack. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. I think my best is my optimism. My worst, I don't got any. I can be quietly critical of stuff. I'm also kind of a homebody. I don't seek out hanging out with friends. Like, might not be a good friend sometimes.
Oh man, that might be mine. My best personality trait, historically, I've been pretty good at standing up for myself and standing up for other people when something doesn't seem right. My worst personality trait, maybe not being a very good friend. I have a very hard time remembering to like reach out. We lose touch. Let's try to be better friends.
Let's try to be better friends.
Part of the problem is that we live far away from the vast majority of our friends.
Yeah, we chose to move away from them too, so.
Yeah, but look at this house. I love it.
Yeah, and we love staying in it and not seeing friends.
Yeah.
This is the last question. What are some words of wisdom?
Finally.
What are some words of wisdom that have stuck with you all these years?
It'll be fine in the end. If it's not fine, it's not the end. That came from my mom. Maybe it's not 100% true, but it does make me feel a lot better.
Perfect is the enemy of the good. To not worry so much about being absolutely perfect, sometimes it's better to just get the thing done rather than waiting forever and not getting anything done.
That's all the questions. You don't need any more to edit.
I definitely don't need any more to edit.
Yeah.
Except for this. Hey, thanks for watching. Click on the screen on all the things.
This thing and this thing and this thing.
I think you just pointed to 2 things, but you pointed to 3 places. You can subscribe and hit the bell. Probably here for Patreon, where I do a week daily vlog. Put the previous question answer video we did. Now we have to go before trying to fall asleep.